I used to think love was loud, now it was quiet like a phone that never buzzed. I sat on the couch, staring at the screen, waiting. Are you coming home tonight? I typed. Minutes passed, my phone lit up. Working late, bored call. I deleted my reply, then sent. Okay, I'll wait. That was how it always when I waited. I canceled. I folded myself smaller so I could fit into her life. When she came home, heels in hand, eyes already on emails, I said, I cooked. She didn't look up. I ate with clients. Oh, I said, I can reheat it tomorrow. She sighed. Don't make this a thing. I'm not, I said quickly. I just missed you. She stopped, finally looked at me, and her voice cooled. I don't have time for neediness. The word hit me harder than silence. I nodded. Right, sorry. She walked past me. Phone ringing. Yes. Tell legal I'll review it. I sat alone at the table. 2 plates. 1 cold. I told myself this was normal. Powerful people were busy. Love was patient. The next morning, I adjusted my plans around hers. I texted my friend. Rain check. I told my boss I'd work late. If she needed me, I'd be ready. At lunch, I tried again. Can we have dinner tomorrow? Just us? She replied fast this time. Can't promise big week. I can be flexible, I wrote. That S helpful. She sent helpful, not wanted. That evening, her best friend Maya stopped by to drop off files. She smiled at me like she saw me. You look tired, Maya said. I'm fine, I said. She tilted her head. You always say that. My girlfriend called from the bedroom. Maya, did you bring the contracts? Yes, Maya said, then softer to me. Did you eat? Not yet, she frowned. You should. My girlfriend appeared, crisp and distant. We're late. Maya hesitated. 5 minutes won't hurt. It will, my girlfriend said. Let's go. Maya grabbed her bag. At the door, she whispered, text me if you need anything. I nodded, confused by the warmth. That night I lay beside my girlfriend, inches apart. I said, do you still love me? She didn't open her eyes. Why ask that? Because I feel invisible. She turned away. Get some sleep. Big day tomorrow. I stared at the ceiling, listening to her breathe. I realized the truth slowly, painfully, clearly. I was lonelier lying next to her than I had ever been alone. I whispered, I miss us. She murmured, you're overthinking. Tell me what to fix, I said. I'll do it, she exhaled. Nothing's broken. Then why does this hurt? Silence answered. The room felt wider. My chest felt smaller. I counted seconds, breaths, reasons to stay. My phone buzzed. A message from Maya. You don't disappear when someone cares. I locked the screen. I didn't reply. I didn't cry. I told myself tomorrow would be better. I believed it because believing hurt less. In the dark, I finally named the feeling. Neglect. It wasn't cruelty. It was absence. I had been loving a shadow, calling it a person. As sleep took me, one thought stayed. I could vanish completely, and nothing in her world would change. Tomorrow I'd keep waiting, I knew. I attended the corporate event, holding her arm, rehearsing a smile I hoped she would notice. The room glittered, but she walked ahead, phone pressed to her ear. Just stay close, she said, not looking at me. I will, I replied. I stood behind her, invisible, nodding when she spoke numbers. Maya appeared beside me. You okay? She asked. I'm fine, I said. She handed me a drink. You look like you're somewhere else. My place, I joked. She smiled. Then let's talk. Across the room, my girlfriend laughed with investors. I waited for her eyes. They never came. Maya said, she's intense tonight. She always is. Does that bother you? I hesitated. It's normal. Normal shouldn't hurt, Maya said. Later, a director asked, and you are? I opened my mouth. He's with me. My girlfriend cut in, already turning. I swallowed. Maya touched my elbow. Come sit. We talked about movies, travel, small dreams. She listened. I forgot to watch my phone. My girlfriend finally approached. We're leaving. Oh, I said. In the car, silence tightened. Then she snapped. Why were you hovering around Maya? I wasn't, I said. You were busy. You embarrassed me, she said. People think you're dependent. My chest sank. I just wanted to be there. She scoffed. This isn't about you. At home, she went straight to her laptop. I stood behind her. I can try harder. She didn't turn. Don't make problems. I nodded. I always did. My phone buzzed. A message from Maya. You were quiet tonight. Are you okay? I stared at the screen. I typed, erased, typed again. Yes, I sent. Seconds later, another buzz. You deserve better than silence. I sat on the bed, words echoing. In the living room, my girlfriend talked deals. I realized I hadn't been heard all night. I whispered, maybe I don't matter. No answer. The message glowed. It wasn't love. It was recognition. Something cracked quietly. Not anger, not betrayal, awareness. I lay back, staring up. Tomorrow I would apologize. Tonight, I let the thought sit. Silence had spoken. I closed my eyes, hearing her keyboard clicks. Each tap felt like a door closing. I thought of earlier days when she asked about my dreams. Tell me, she used to say. Now I said, good night. She replied, sleep. I turned to the wall. My phone buzzed again. Maya wrote, I saw your face when she spoke to you. I hesitated, then typed, it's fine. She answered, it's not. I swallowed. Why do you care? Dots appeared, disappeared. Then came the truth. Because someone should, she sent. My chest tightened. I felt guilty for feeling relieved. In the other room, my girlfriend laughed at something online. I thought, if I vanished, would she notice? The answer hurt. I typed, thanks, Maya replied, anytime. I placed the phone down. I didn't smile. I didn't cry. I stared into the dark. The event, the crowd, her cold voice, one line stayed. You deserve better than silence. I didn't know what that meant. I only knew the quiet felt different now. The crack was small, invisible, but it ran through everything. I lay awake, counting breaths, wondering how long I could stay unheard. I didn't plan the late night calls. They just happened. You still awake? Maya asked one night. Yeah, I said. She's working again? I laughed softly. Always. We talked about nothing first, then everything. What did you want to be before all this? She asked. A writer, I said. I never tell anyone that. She paused. I'll remember. That surprised me. The next night, she said, how was your day? Same, I replied. She said, that's not an answer. I told her the truth. I feel invisible. She said, I see you. Those words scared me. I told myself, don't cross lines. I said it every time my phone lit up. My girlfriend barely noticed. Don't wait up, she said one evening. I wasn't, I lied. Maya called later. You sound tired. I'm fine. You say that like it's a rule. Maybe it is. She laughed, then grew quiet. Do you feel loved? I hesitated. I feel useful. That's not the same. I knew. I hated knowing. One night I said, we shouldn't talk like this. Like what? She asked. Like this matters. She replied gently, it does to me. I felt guilt crawl up my spine. She's my friend, Maya added. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt myself anymore, I said, then froze. Silence. You deserve kindness, she said. I already have a girlfriend. Yes, she said. And she doesn't listen. At dinner the next day, I tried to talk. I was thinking, I'm busy, my girlfriend said. I just wanted later. Later never came. That night, Maya texted. Did you eat? No, I knew it. You forget when you're sad. I stared at the screen. She remembered. I typed. Stop caring. She replied, I can't. My chest tightened. This is wrong. She wrote, so is neglect. I sat on the floor, phone shaking. Loyalty pulled one way. Self-respect pulled the other. I whispered, I don't want to cheat. I don't want you to. She said. I just want you okay. Why? Dots blinked. Because you're kind, she sent, and no one treats you like it. Tears burned. I wiped them fast, ashamed. At home, my girlfriend walked past me. You're quiet. I'm thinking about what? Us. She sighed. Don't start. I didn't. I swallowed everything again. Later, Maya called. I need to say something. Don't, I said. I have to. My heart raced. This is dangerous, I know, she said. But lying feels worse. I closed my eyes. Maya, I have feelings for you, she said. I didn't plan it. I tried to stop. My breath caught. You shouldn't. I know, she said softly. That's why I'm telling you. The room spun. Fear, relief, guilt collided. I can't, I said. This would destroy everything. I'm not asking you to choose, she said. I just needed honesty. I sat there, shaking. I don't know who I am anymore. You're someone who matters, she said. The call ended. I stared at the dark. Kindness had crossed a line without touching me. I was terrified of what I felt. I was more terrified of going back to silence. I waited until she closed her laptop. Can we talk? I asked. She didn't look up. Make it quick. I feel like you're pulling away, I said. I need to know where I stand. She finally faced me, eyes sharp. You're overreacting. I'm asking for reassurance. She laughed once. You're being needy. The word stung. I'm trying to save us. There's no us problem, she said. There's a you problem? I swallowed. When did I become weak for caring? You've always been like this, she replied. Emotional, clingy. I wasn't before, I said. Not with you. She crossed her arms. I don't have time to babysit feelings. I don't want babysitting, I said. I want partnership. She shook her head. You want attention. Silence stretched. My voice lowered. Do you still want me? She hesitated. Not long, but long enough. I want peace, she said. I can change, I said automatically, then stopped myself. She raised an eyebrow. See? That's the problem. I nodded slowly. Okay, she stood. I'm late. The door closed. I stayed on the couch, staring at nothing. Hours later, her tablet buzzed beside me. I didn't mean to look. I really didn't. The screen lit up with her name and another contact. Next week works. He won't suspect anything. My chest tightened. Another message appeared. Keep him calm until I sort things out. It's easier that way. My hands shook. I scrolled. I'll end it quietly. He's convenient right now. Convenient. I felt something snap, clean and final. I reread the words. Not anger. Not disbelief. Understanding. I wasn't loved. I was managed. I sat there, breathing slowly. Every memory rearranged itself. The missed dinners, the cold replies. The patience she demanded. It wasn't stress. It was strategy. She came home later. Why are you awake? I saw your messages, I said. Her face froze. You invaded my privacy. You planned to leave me, I said. And keep me useful until then. She exhaled. You weren't supposed to find that. So it's true, she rubbed her temple. You're making this dramatic. Was I ever important? I asked. She didn't answer. That was the answer. I gave you everything, I said. My time, my loyalty. And I gave you stability, she said. Don't rewrite history. I laughed softly. I was furniture. That's unfair, she said. You knew who I was. I didn't know you'd treat me like this. She looked tired. I didn't want to hurt you. You already did, I said. I waited for tears, for begging. They didn't come. I won't fight, I said. I won't convince you, she studied me. Good, I stood up. I'm done explaining myself, she frowned. What does that mean? It means silence, I said. I walked past her. No apology followed. No call, no chase. In the bedroom. I sat on the edge of the bed, calm and hollow. For the first time, I didn't send a message. I didn't ask why. I didn't ask to stay. I let the quiet exist. It wasn't peace yet, but it was mine. I packed my bag while she took a call. No announcement. No anger. Just movement. Are you going somewhere? She asked. Distracted. Double quotes. Yes, I said. When will you be back? I won't. She paused. Don't be dramatic. I'm not, I said. I'm done. She nodded once. Leave the keys. That was it. No apology. No question. No chase. I stood there waiting for something. Regret. Fear. Anything. Nothing came. I placed the keys on the table. Take care. She said. You too. Already typing. Outside, the night felt unreal. I kept walking because stopping felt worse. My phone buzzed. Maya, are you okay? She asked. I'm fine, I said. You don't sound fine. I don't want to talk. I'm worried. I need space, I said, from everyone. She went quiet. I understand. That hurt more than pressure. At home alone, silence wrapped around me, not sharp, just empty. I sat on the floor. Who am I now? I whispered. No answer. I looked at my hands. They felt unfamiliar. Everything I was had been shaped around her schedule, her needs. I remembered her saying, "You're good at adjusting." I remembered replying, "I want to make this work." I wondered when making it work became losing myself. I checked my phone again. Nothing. I said out loud, "If I mattered, she'd ask." The room stayed quiet. I argued with myself. Maybe she's in shock. No, I replied. She's relieved. That truth settled heavy. I walked through the apartment, touching walls, chairs, memories. This was my life, I said. It sounded distant. I asked, what did I sacrifice? Time answered. Energy answered. Me answered. I sat back down and said, I don't recognize you. The silence replied by staying. I breathed in slowly. I need to learn who you are again. I nodded to myself, one day at a time. I stood by the window. I will survive this, I said. The city stayed indifferent. I accepted that. I whispered, no one is coming to save you. I answered myself. Then I won't wait, I texted my boss. I'll be late tomorrow, I texted my friend. I need time. I didn't text her. Hours passed. My phone stayed dark. I imagined her noticing my absence. Then I stopped. I didn't want to hope. Hope had made me small. Maya sent one last message. I'm here if you need me, I typed. Please don't wait. She replied, okay. I lay on the bed, staring at the ceiling. No tears. Just wait, I asked myself, was I ever real? I had been a role, a support system, a convenience. Without her, I felt blank, scary, free. I spoke to the silence. I don't know what comes next. The silence didn't judge me. I'd promised myself, I won't disappear again. That promise felt new. I sat still and listened to my breathing until it slowed. I felt alive, but alive. In the mirror, I said, you still exist. My voice sounded thin. I showered, I changed clothes. I threw old photos into a drawer. I didn't burn them. I wasn't angry. I was tired. At dawn, I made coffee and sat alone. I will rebuild, I said softly. Even if I don't know how. The words felt fragile. Honest. No one answered. That was enough. I woke early and told myself, get up. No one argued. At work, my manager said, you're here early. I want more responsibility, I said. He studied me. Then earn it. I will. I stopped skipping meals. At the gym, the trainer asked, first time? Yes, I said. Be honest with me. He smiled. It'll hurt. Good. I deleted her number. I blocked social media. My phone felt lighter. A colleague, Sam, said, you look different. I'm sleeping, I said, and smiling, he added. I'm practicing. After meetings, I stayed late. Teach me this, I told a senior analyst. She said, why? Because I'm done being replaceable. She nodded. Sit. Weeks passed. My body ached. My mind cleared. Maya texted once. Just checking, I typed. I need distance. She replied, I respect that. I felt relief, not lost. At lunch, Sam said, promotion track? Eventually, I said, right now, discipline. He laughed. That's new. At night, I talked to myself. You showed up today. I answered, do it again. I cooked simple meals. Fuel, I said aloud. I ran until my lungs burned. Stay, I told myself. I stopped checking my phone at midnight. I stopped hoping. My manager called me in. Your numbers improved. Thank you, I said. Keep going. I called my father. I'm trying, I said. He replied, trying looks good on you. I joined a writing group. Read this, I said, voice shaking. They listened. Someone said, there's honesty here. I breathed easier. One evening, my phone buzzed with an unknown number. I stared, then said, not today, and put it down. That felt like power. At the mirror, I said, who are you? I'm learning, I answered. I set boundaries at work. I'll deliver Friday, I said. Not tonight. Respect followed. I slept deeper. I laughed louder. Sam said, you don't talk about her. I don't need to, I said. At the gym, the trainer said, stronger. Consistent, I corrected. I marked days on a calendar. Keep promises, I said. I stopped rehearsing conversations that would never happen. I chose silence again, but this time it was chosen. Walking home, I said, you're doing this. No one disagreed. I didn't win anything dramatic. I reclaimed small things. That was enough. The power shifted quietly, and it stayed. Her name appeared on my phone after weeks of silence. Are you okay? She wrote. I stared at it calm. Yes. That's all? She replied. I waited before answering. What do you need? Dots appeared. Disappeared. You've been distant. I left, I said. She sent. You didn't have to disappear. I thought you taught me how. I didn't write that. At work, Sam leaned over. Did you hear about her company? No, I said. Board conflict, he said. People resigning. I nodded. That happens. Later, another message buzzed. Things are stressful. I hope it gets better, I replied. No heart. No follow-up. She called. I let it ring. My phone buzzed again. Why won't you talk to me? I typed slowly. We said everything. She answered, I'm confused. I set the phone down. At lunch, Sam said, "You're quiet." "I'm steady," I said. He smiled. "That's new." That evening, Maya texted, "I need space." I replied, "I understand." She sent, "I can't be around her right now." "I get it," I said. "Are you angry?" she asked. "No," I replied, "I'm done." That surprised me. 2 days passed. News traveled, missed targets. Internal fights, her messages changed tone. "You don't care anymore." "I care differently," I wrote. "What does that mean?" She asked. "It means I don't carry this." She sent, "You're cold." I laughed softly. I learned from the best. She didn't reply. At the gym, the trainer said, "Focus." "I am," I said. I ran harder, not from her, toward myself. That night, she texted again. "I could use your support." I paused. "You have a team. You used to be my team." "I resigned," I said. Silence followed. I expected satisfaction, revenge, anything. Instead, I felt distance. Sam asked, "Do you want her to fail?" I thought, "I want to be free." "That's honest," he said. My phone buzzed late. "Maya says you're okay." "I am," I typed. She wrote, "She's not." "I'm sorry," I replied. "You sound different," she said. "I am," I answered. The next morning, her message waited. "We should talk." I read it twice. "About what?" I asked. "Us," she said. "There's no us," I replied. She typed fast. "That's not fair." I didn't argue. Another message arrived. "I didn't think you'd actually leave," I breathed in. "I didn't think you'd notice." She stopped typing. Minutes passed. Then, "Can we meet?" I looked around my quiet apartment, my calendar, my calm. I felt nothing. Then a flicker. Not hope, not anger. Curiosity. I replied, "Why?" "Because I need to see you," she said. I closed my eyes. Part of me wanted answers. Another part felt empty. I typed, "Maybe." She answered immediately. "When?" I didn't rush. "Tomorrow." "Thank you," she wrote. I set the phone down. I said aloud, "This isn't about revenge." The room stayed quiet. I added, "It's about closure." For the first time, I meant it. Her world was cracking. Mine had already rebuilt. I arrived early and chose a table near the window. When she walked in, she scanned the room like she expected me to wave. "You look different," she said, sitting down. "So do you," I replied. She frowned. "That's not what I meant." "I know." She folded her hands. "I've been thinking." "I'm sure," I said. "I owe you an apology," she said. "Things got out of control." I nodded. "They did." She leaned forward. "I didn't realize how much you did for me." I waited. "You handled things," she continued. "You made my life easier." There it was. "I supported you," I said. "I wasn't a service." She sighed. "Why are you twisting this?" "I'm clarifying," I said. She softened her voice. "I miss having you around." "Why?" I asked. She hesitated. "You grounded me." "I don't ground people anymore," I said. Her eyes narrowed. "You're being cold." "I'm being honest." She laughed lightly. "This isn't you. It is now." She reached across the table. I didn't take her hand. "I was under pressure," she said. "You know how demanding my world is." "I lived in it," I said, quietly. She pulled her hand back. "I didn't mean to hurt you." "You planned to," I said. She flinched. "That's not fair." "It's accurate." She took a breath. "I thought you'd wait." I smiled once. I stopped waiting. Silence settled. "You've changed," she said. "I had to," I replied. "Staying broke me." She tried again. "We could try slower. Less intense." "I don't negotiate my worth," I said. Her voice sharpened. "So you're punishing me?" "No," I said. "I'm choosing myself." She scoffed. "You're enjoying this." I shook my head. "I'm done." Her confidence slipped. "You don't miss us?" "I miss who I thought you were," I said. "Not this." She looked around, embarrassed. "People make mistakes." "They do," I agreed. "Then they take responsibility." I said sorry, she snapped. "You said you missed convenience," I said. "That's not remorse," she swallowed. "What do you want from me?" "Nothing," I said. That scared her. "Nothing?" She repeated. "Nothing," I said again. She leaned back, searching my face. "You used to need me." "I needed respect," I said. "I found it." Her voice dropped. "So this is it?" "Yes." She shook her head. "I don't understand how you let go so fast." It took a long time, I said. She stood abruptly. You think you're better than me now? No, I said. I think I'm equal. That stopped her. She sat back down slowly. If I asked you to come back? I wouldn't, I said. Her jaw tightened. Why not? Because I like who I am without begging. Her eyes glistened. You're really gone. I left weeks ago, I said. You just noticed. She looked small then. Not powerful, not distant. Can you at least stay? She asked. For coffee? I asked. For me? She said. I stood. I won't. She whispered. I lost you. I nodded. You did. I walked away without looking back. Behind me, her silence followed. It didn't chase. I stepped into the street, breathing steady. For the first time, her voice didn't control my pace. I had already won. She knew it, and so did I. Maya asked to meet, and I said yes without urgency. When she sat across from me, she didn't smile. I'm nervous, she said. You don't have to be, I replied. I do, she said. Because this matters. I nodded. Then say it. She took a breath. I feel guilty. About what? About caring, she said. About you. I stayed quiet. I never planned it, she continued. I fought it. I still do. I know, I said. She looked surprised. How? You always told the truth, I said. Even when it scared you. Her eyes softened. I have feelings for you. Real ones. I believe you, I said. She leaned forward. I don't expect anything. Good, I replied gently. She swallowed. That hurt. I don't mean it that way, I said. I mean, I won't rush. She nodded slowly. I deserve that. I need to say something too, I said. Please, she said. I don't want to be rescued, I said, or chosen out of pain. She winced. I never wanted that. I know, I said. That's why this is hard. She rubbed her hands together. I regret not speaking sooner. I regret listening when I shouldn't have, I said. She looked up. Do you forgive me? Yes, I said. But forgiveness isn't permission. She smiled sadly. You've grown. I had to, I said. Silence sat between us. Calm this time. She asked, do you feel anything for me? I considered it. I feel respect. And attraction? She asked quietly. Yes, I said. But I won't build on confusion. Her shoulders dropped. That's fair. I won't be a secret, I said. Or a rebound. I wouldn't make you one, she said quickly. I know, I said. Still no. She laughed softly. You're choosing yourself. I finally can, I said. She wiped her eyes. I hate that this makes me proud. I smiled. That makes two of us. She leaned back. What happens now? We step back, I said. Both of us. She nodded. Distance. Clarity, I corrected. She took another breath. I'm glad you didn't disappear. I didn't, I said. I just stopped chasing. She looked at me for a long moment. You're not broken anymore. I'm not finished, I said. She stood. Can I hug you? Yes, I said. Once. We hugged briefly. No electricity, no tension. Just warmth. When she pulled away, she said, I won't text you. I appreciate that, I said. She smiled. You deserve peace. So do you, I said. She walked toward the door, then stopped. For what it's worth, losing you woke her up. I know, I said. Does that matter? She asked. No, I replied. She nodded and left. I stayed seated, breathing evenly. I said to myself, you didn't choose either of them. I answered. I chose you. The choice felt solid. No rush. No hunger. Just quiet strength. I stood and paid the bill. Outside, the air felt clean. I walked forward without looking back. For the first time, my heart didn't lean toward anyone else. It stayed with me. That was enough. I kept walking. I heard the news without asking. Sam said, Did you see the memo? No, I replied. Another executive resigned, he said. Public this time. I nodded. That's rough. He watched me. You're calm. I don't work there, I said. Later, my phone buzzed. A message from her. They're blaming me. I didn't answer. Another followed. People I trusted turned on me. I read it once and locked the screen. At lunch, Sam said, She's spiraling. I shrugged. I hope she finds help. That's it? He asked. That's it, I said. At the gym, the trainer said, Your focus is sharp. I'm present, I replied. I ran longer. Not to punish anything. Just because I could. That evening, Maya sent a short text. She's not okay. I'm sorry, I typed. I can't be involved, she replied. I know. I sat with that feeling. Not pleasure. Not guilt. Distance. Another message came from my ex. You were the only one who understood me. I stared at the words. I typed, you didn't listen when I spoke, she answered quickly. I'm listening now. I waited. I already said everything. She sent, can you just talk to me? I set the phone down. I said out loud, this isn't mine anymore. The room agreed by staying quiet. Days passed. Headlines shifted. Meetings were canceled. Invitations disappeared. Sam said, people are whispering. I don't whisper, I said. He nodded. Good. One night, her call came through. I let it ring. A voicemail followed. I'm scared. I didn't play it again. I checked my reflection and said, you don't owe explanations. I remembered how I used to rush to save her. I didn't miss that man. At work. My manager said, you're handling pressure well. I learned, I said. How? He asked. By letting go, I replied. Another message appeared. Why are you punishing me? I typed carefully. I'm not participating. She replied, you're enjoying this. I shook my head. I'm at peace. That ended the conversation. At the gym, the trainer clapped my shoulder. Strong. Steady, I corrected. I walked home under clear skies. I thought about revenge once. It felt heavy. I thought about silence. It felt light. I said to myself, power isn't control over others. I answered, it's control over yourself. Maya called. She keeps asking about you. I hope she stops, I said. She will, Maya replied. Eventually. So will the noise, I said. I slept well that night. In the morning, there were no messages. I smiled, not because she suffered, but because I was free. I made coffee and said, karma doesn't need help. I didn't interfere. I didn't explain. I didn't watch closely. I lived. That was the difference. The power felt quiet. It stayed with me. I carried it forward, not backward. For the first time, revenge felt unnecessary. Peace spoke louder, and I listened. I found the letter folded under my door. I didn't open it right away. I said out loud, you don't owe curiosity anything. Still, I sat down and read. I don't expect forgiveness, she wrote. I just need you to know I see it now. I whispered, seeing late doesn't change early. The letter continued. I treated your loyalty like it was permanent. I nodded. You assumed wrong. She wrote, I thought strength meant control. I replied to the room, strength meant listening. The last line said, I'm sorry for who I became with you. I folded the letter slowly. I didn't feel relief. I felt completion. My phone rang. Her name, I answered without tension. Hello. She sounded careful. Did you read it? Yes, I said. Thank you for reading, she said. I didn't come back. I replied. I know, she said quickly. I'm not asking. Silence held. She said, I wanted to apologize without defending myself. You did, I said. Is that enough? She asked. For me, I said, yes. She exhaled. I hate that I hurt you. I hate that I lost myself, I said. But I found him again. She paused. Are you happy? I'm honest, I said. That's better. I wish I could fix it, she said. You can't, I replied. And that's okay. She sounded smaller. Do you forgive me? I thought carefully. I release you. That's not the same, she said. It's healthier, I answered. She laughed softly. You've changed. I grew, I said. Another pause. So this is goodbye? Yes, I said, without anger. She swallowed. I'm glad you survived me. I smiled once. So am I. Take care, she said. You too, I replied. The call ended. I sat there, breathing evenly. I said to myself, you don't need to win. I answered, you already did. I thought about the man I was. Apologetic. Small. Afraid of silence. I said, you kept loving even when it hurt. I added, that wasn't weakness. I tore the letter once, then stopped. No, I said, I'll keep this. Not as proof. As a reminder, I remembered our early days. Laughter, plans, promises. I said, they were real. I also said, so was the end. Both could exist. I didn't rewrite the past. I accepted it. I stood and stretched. Time to move forward. No one argued. I sent one message to myself in a note. You are not disposable. I saved it. I walked outside. The air felt steady. I didn't feel light. I felt grounded. I whispered, closure doesn't mean reunion. It meant peace. I walked without checking my phone. Without rehearsing words. Without carrying blame. The betrayal shaped me, but it didn't define me. I smiled. Not wide, not loud. Just enough. I went home and slept well. In the morning, there was no ache, only space. I filled it with breath. With work. With choice. That was closure. And it stayed. I woke up without checking my phone. That's new, I said to myself. I stood in front of the mirror and asked, "Who are you now?" I answered, "Someone who stays." At work, Sam said, "You look settled." "I feel aligned," I replied. He laughed. "That's a strong word. It fits," I said. During a meeting, my manager asked, "Can you lead this?" "Yes," I said, without hesitation. Afterward, Sam whispered, "You didn't even think." "I already know," I said. At lunch, someone asked, "How did you get so calm?" I smiled. I stopped begging for peace. That afternoon, my phone buzzed with an unknown number. I didn't open it. I said quietly, "Not my story anymore." At the gym, the trainer nodded. "You've changed your posture." "I'm not shrinking," I replied. I lifted heavier, breathed slower. At home, I cooked and said aloud, "You deserve effort." No one contradicted me. I sat at my desk and opened my old notes. Doubts stared back. I read one line. "Try harder so she stays." I deleted it. I wrote instead, "Stay even if they leave." That felt right. Maya crossed my mind briefly. I wished her well without reaching out. I said no loose ends. In the evening, my father called. "You sound steady." "I learned the cost of instability," I said. He paused. "Proud of you." "Thank you," I replied. Later, alone, I spoke honestly. "You loved deeply." I answered, "And survived it." I remembered how I used to wait by the door. I said, "You don't wait anymore." I remembered apologizing for needing warmth. I said, "You don't apologize for existing." The memories didn't hurt now. They taught. I walked outside and felt the night air. "This is enough," I said. The city kept moving. So did I. I didn't fantasize about revenge. I didn't hope she regretted it. I hoped I stayed true. I checked my calendar. Plans. Goals. Space. I smiled. "You built this." I sat on the bed and said, "Justice didn't shout." I replied, "It whispered consistency." I thought about invisibility. "I see you," I told myself. I thought about silence. "I choose it," I added. I lay down without fear of the dark. I said, "You're not alone," I answered. "I'm with myself." Sleep came easily. In the morning, I woke ready. I made coffee and said, "What's next?" The answer wasn't dramatic. "Live," I replied. I stepped into the day without armor. I carried clarity instead. I knew my worth without comparison. I moved forward without permission. I didn't win her back. I won myself. That was the point. I closed the door behind me and didn't look back. The quiet followed. It felt like freedom. I walked on.